Hi everyone, this is Brandon. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a great Wednesday. I feel like I haven't talked to you in forever. Now that I have my new computer set up, I'm very glad that I'm back in action here on YouTube, pushing out more videos, so thank you for joining me today. Today I'm going to be talking about the Ordinary's AHA BHA solution, I think the AHA 30% and the BHA 2%. So in this video I'm just going to be going over the product as a whole, what is it, what is in it, the research behind the ingredients in terms of anti-aging and exfoliation and potentially different skin conditions. And I also want to discuss the potential limitations and caveats when using this product, particularly in conjunction with other products. And if you're new here today, welcome. My name is Brandon. I discuss skincare research and health research, and I translate it for you, the viewer. I'm very happy to have you here. If you're new, please definitely hit the like button down below. It really helps me to grow my channel and reach more people, and I really appreciate it. And definitely hit that subscribe button as well down below. I would love to have you here to join in future skincare videos and to join in this skincare research community to discuss and have conversations. I would really love to have that. So please definitely hit the subscribe button, hit that bell so you're notified of future videos, and yeah, thank you so much. Okay, so the Ordinary AHA 30%, BHA 2%, the AHA and BHA are comprised, I think the AHA 30% is tartaric acid, citric acid, glycolic acid, and lactic acid. These are alpha hydroxy acids. So these are going to be the main component of this solution. The BHA is just salicylic acid. If you're familiar, you're probably familiar with salicylic acid. I mean, it's in practically almost everything that's at least geared toward the management of acne. So these are exfoliating agents. They're also great agents to help with skin cell turnover and potentially help with things like acne and maybe to some degree some inflammatory skin disorders. But the salicylic acid in particular may also have some sort of SPF component, especially if you're applying it to your skin and leaving it on your skin, like a leave on salicylic acid. It has some UV protection, but you definitely don't want to be leaving this on your skin for more than 10 minutes. In addition to the AHAs and BHAs, the glycolic acid, lactic acid, salicylic acid, respectively, it also has hyaluronic acid, which is a great humectant. Humectant basically is anything that can bind onto water and attract water to the surface of the skin, plump it up, and make it look younger and moister, wetter, more hydrated. That's the word, okay. It also has vitamin B5, which may help with just improving the overall skin texture and tone. And it also has, black carrot and Tasmanian pepperberry that really provides you that deep red color in the solution. There's really no reason other than to have it for potentially marketing purposes, but these extracts may actually have some type of antioxidant, anti-inflammatory components that could potentially be helpful for the skin. But considering that you're only applying this for 10 minutes or so at a time, 2, maybe 3 times a week, no more than that, you kind of have to wonder, really, how is this really benefiting me in the long run? So I have a love-hate relationship with exfoliating and exfoliating agents just because we put a lot of emphasis on exfoliation, probably maybe even more so than toners, which are also pretty much useless. Exfoliation is more, I think, definitely more important, but it's not the end-all and be-all. I don't think necessarily you have to have a targeted approach to exfoliation. Really, at the very basic level, you can exfoliate your skin cells just by rubbing your skin and washing your skin at night with a gentle cleanser. You're going to be sloughing off some of those dead skin cells either way. And if you're using like topical ingredients like retinoids, tretinoin, adapalene, for instance, that's also going to have some exfoliating action. So you're going to already be exfoliating your skin on a regular basis anyway. So it's almost like you're just increasing your risk of more irritation. That being said, a solution like this that is a chemical solution that's not abrasive or mechanical is going to be a lot more gentle on your skin. It's going to be gentler on your skin overall compared with mechanical mechanical forces and just like scrubbing your skin. And also in contrast to the potential benefits of exfoliating, which is revealing brighter, younger looking skin, smoother skin, exfoliation, there's some argument to be had that dead skin cells on your skin that just sit on your skin on the top layer can provide some level of UV protection, so protection against the sun. If you don't know, the sun contributes to approximately 80 upwards to 90% of the visible signs of skin aging, depending upon the paper that you're reading and the researcher that is involved in that paper. And having extra layers of protection in addition to sunscreen, obviously, and sun protective clothing is extremely important. Now, that being said, dead skin cells, they make the skin look more rough and uneven textured. And I think definitely if you are exfoliating even just 2 to 3 times a week, it definitely makes your skin look smoother and appear smoother and softer and definitely more hydrated. But just keeping that in mind, that over exfoliation can have potentially negative effects. I mean, everything's in moderation, obviously, but if you are doing many things that are exfoliating your skin, like tretinoin or adapalene, and you're washing your skin every night, and you have your fingers on your skin anyway, you're going to be exfoliating it regardless. This is going to help you provide a deeper layer of exfoliation, but do you really need that? Maybe not. It depends on your skin type and your skin tone and texture. If you have really dry skin or dull skin, you may actually have a benefit of using an extra tool in your armamentarium, if you will, in your skincare regimen. And so this may be helpful if you have that dry skin and you really need, and you get that accumulation often. As time goes on, your skin becomes harder and harder for your skin to, well, not necessarily harder, but it takes more time for your skin cells to turn over, which is why skin tends to become drier and more dull, in addition to just the decline in ceramides and hyaluronic acid in your skin. A whole bunch of things happen, basically. But definitely the slower turnover of dead skin cells on your skin can contribute to a more haggard, dry appearance over time. So exfoliation could definitely be helpful if you are sort of you're in that stage of life. Okay, so now that I've sort of discuss the limitations and caveats and potential benefits, I just want to go over the ingredients in here and what the research says, does it support it for anti-aging? That's really my sort of goal when I approach skincare, is the anti-aging component. So let's just start with the AHA. So the solution has AHA 30%, which comprises, again, like I said, lactic acid, glycolic acid, tartaric acid, and citric acid. Let me just take a drink of my tea real quick. Peppermint tea. Did you guys know that mint, just like spearmint in particular, can help to potentially, that's my biggest word in all of these videos, is like potentially. There's research showing that spearmint tea can lower dihydrogen testosterone in the body, which is a free form of testosterone that is converted through 5-alpha reductase, and that's what contributes to things like male pattern baldness and is it hirsutism? Is that what it's called? The rise in androgens and testosterone in females that results in facial hair growth. Spearmint can actually help to potentially inhibit that enzymatic conversion and reduce those effects. Again, this is all potential. I mean, there's not large scale studies about this, but I like to drink peppermint tea and spearmint tea just as a preventative measure. Now that I'm thinking of it, I probably should have chosen iced tea, because right here in New York, it's spring and it's not like hot, but it's definitely getting warmer, and I never turn my air conditioning on, well, very rarely, except when I'm going to sleep. And yeah, it's gotten really warm and I'm like already sweating because I'm so excited about this ordinary AHA solution. So AHAs are weak acids, and they've been used in dermatology for decades as a superficial peeling agent in keratosis and acne lesions, and they can be very effective or highly effective. And there are several research benefits of AHAs when applied to the skin. Like I said, acne lesions, melasma, hyperpigmentation, age spots, as well as scars and seborrhea. So there's definitely research behind it showing that it has those benefits to the skin. And AHAs can also help with wrinkles in the skin by helping the skin in synthesis of glycosaminoglycans, which are polysaccharides in the skin that are involved in the maintenance and production of structural skin proteins like collagen and elastin. That's very exciting, and that's why I try to use this at least once a week, just as a preventative measure to increase or possibly improve the synthesis of those polysaccharides, those glycosaminoglycans, because those will help to support the collagen and elastin. Because those will help to support the collagen and elastin in your skin. And also there is research to suggest that the AHAs in helping the skin produce more glycosaminoglycans can help to improve thickening of the skin. As time goes on, the skin becomes thinner, drier, more prone to wrinkles because of the thinning. And that's why a lot of people reach for fillers and things like that to just provide more plumpness. But the fact that something like this could potentially help to improve the overall collagen and elastin synthesis and improve the thickness of the skin is incredibly promising, especially if you start young and you're using it as a preventative measure 1 to 2 times a week. Also, AHAs can help to improve the increase of hyaluronic acid in the skin. Hyaluronic acid is naturally found in the skin, but as time goes on, just like anything else, the production of that in the skin declines. But the AHAs, like the ones in here in the Ordinary's AHA solution, I'm not trying to sell this. I feel like I'm trying to sell this. I'm not at all. It can help to improve the production of hyaluronic acid in your skin. And this is a good humectant, which helps to increase water, attracting the water to the superficial, to the epidermis, and from the deeper layers of the skin, as well as from the environment, to plump up the skin and provide more hydration. AHAs, again, like I said, can help to also help the skin produce more pro-collagen 1 specifically, and that's the most abundant protein, collagen protein in the skin. And again, that's linked to the potential anti-aging effects. Finally, it has antioxidant capabilities. AHAs have the ability to provide antioxidant effects by reducing the oxidative damage associated with free radicals from our environment, from the natural production of oxidation that occurs in our body, from our diet, etc., etc. And we need those antioxidants too in our skin to provide further protection from UV, from visible light and blue light, and from just the toxins and the pollutants that are in our environment that may potentially increase the degradation of collagen and elastin. The antioxidants that apply topically can theoretically help to reduce that and protect collagen and protect elastin, while at the same time helping to produce and improve the synthesis of that pro-collagen 1 synthesis and the elastin as well. Now, that being said, caution should definitely be used when using AHAs, and definitely is that the right saying? On the side of conservatism when you are using something like this, because in some people, especially with people with sensitive skin, it can contribute to swelling, burning, itching of the skin. Pretty much anything can do that, but this in particular, because this is a fairly strong percentage of AHAs, and you only leave it on your skin for about 10 minutes, which I'll get into in a minute. And it causes tingling for most people, but that usually doesn't manifest into any sort of burning sensations or anything beyond that. But if it is causing those sensations, burning, redness, stinging, itchiness, you definitely want to stop using it, at least for the time being, or reduce the frequency that you are using it. And also, it's definitely important to, again, be conservative in your use of these, because when you're using this, especially if you're using this on top of other, like a retinoid, for example, these are going to make your skin more vulnerable or susceptible to sun and UV. So there could be a paradoxical increased risk of skin aging and burning and things like that if you're not protecting your skin from the sun religiously by using a sunscreen, a good, hopefully mineral, I can't get away from using that word potentially, I'm so sorry, I know that gets annoying, hopefully tinted mineral sunscreen that's going to provide, at least in my opinion, the best protection. Especially if you're using something like this, you definitely want to be protecting your skin from the sun at all costs. And also, of course, the sun's going to provide or increase and drive the hyperpigmentation risk and melasma risk, especially people with darker skin types. So you definitely want to, again, if you're using this product, make sure that you're using a sunscreen, sun protective clothing, and you are being diligent about that. Okay, so the BHA it has in here is salicylic acid. This is the only BHA, and it's a pretty good one. It's at the concentration of 2%. Salicylic acid, like I mentioned before, is great in combating acne for some people. And acne flare-ups. It is also good as a topical agent for providing a little bit extra protection from UV. It has a little bit of built-in SPF in it. So I think the, what's that drugstore sunscreen? The one that I don't really like, the tinted version? CeraVe. Yeah, the CeraVe sunscreens, I think they have salicylic acid in them. At least I think the tinted version does. I don't really like wearing those per se for the most part, just because I don't like the color of the tinted version, and the regular version is very, very white and pasty, but they do have salicylic acid in there, and you just leave that on, so that may help to potentially improve the protection of UV protection. So that has that going for it, but you're not going to be keeping this on your skin for more than 10 minutes. So whether or not that's going to settle into the pore and just stay there is debatable and probably unlikely. So you're probably not getting that UV protection, but it could possibly help with acne and acne lesions, depending upon whatever you're going through. Everyone is different in regards to their skin health. So you definitely want to be talking to your dermatologist, your clinical dermatologist about using this for acne. You don't want to be self-treating. Definitely ask a dermatologist or your practicing clinician whether or not this is going to help or if it's going to add more irritation than it's worth. But anyway, it's a fantastic ingredient. It's extremely natural, just like the AHAs in here. It's been used in skincare for over 2,000 years for a variety of skincare disorders and conditions. And there was one study that I found that was particularly interesting, and it showed that salicylic acid at 30% concentration, this is only 2%, but at 30% concentration helped to improve thickening of the skin, or a thicker epidermal layer and denser collagen in the skin, which is fantastic. It's music to the ears of someone who is really invested in anti-aging skincare and research. I think that's really promising. And whether or not this is going to provide that benefit, we don't know necessarily if there's going to be like a cumulative benefit over time. If you do this like once or twice a week over time, if it's going to help to improve that, provide more denser collagen production in the deeper layers of the skin, and help to provide that thickened epidermal layer to make it look fuller and youthful and yada yada, etc. But I think that's really promising, and I'm definitely going to use this at least once a week. So that actually gets me into how to use this. Personally, I only use this once a week, every Sunday morning. You want to use this on dry skin. If you use it on wet skin, when your skin is damp and wet, it makes things more easily penetrable. Things can get into your skin more easily, and that's going to increase the irritation, the risk of irritation, and the burning and the stinging and the swelling. So you want to place this on dry skin, clean dry skin after you've washed your face. And I do this every Sunday in the morning, right when I wake up. So my face is clean. I wash it the night before, and I also moisturize it the night before, but it's dry. I put it on my skin, wait 10 minutes. You don't want to go over 10 minutes. I was starting at like 5 minutes, and then just increasing from there. No longer than 10 minutes. You're gonna feel a little tingle sensation. That should be, for most people, that should be okay. It won't really turn into anything else. Then you will wash it off completely. Maybe hop in the shower, let the water, the cool running water, wash it right off your skin. And then apply a fragrance-free moisturizer on your damp, wet skin, because that's going to help just trap in more moisture and improve the overall hydration. You're going to maximize on that hydration that's already on your skin. And yeah, I just do this once a week because I'm using also adapalene like every other day, or sometimes every day, or every night before I go to bed. And I don't want to risk that. I don't want to increase that risk of irritancy. So I think that, doing it once a week is fine. I think it's sufficient. Maybe later down the road, I'll do it twice a week. I think it says no more than 2 to 3 times a week. You shouldn't use it more than twice a week. I think I said 2 to 3 times a week. Do not use it more than twice a week. So again, like I said, I just use it once a week, right when I wake up, so I don't have to wash my face and let it dry. I don't really like to wash my face and dry it and then moisturize it. I like to put a moisturizer on top of damp skin, just take advantage of that moisture. But yeah, that's all you need to do twice a week, and rinse it off thoroughly, apply a moisturizer, and you're done. You don't have to worry about it, you don't have to think about it any longer. Again, making sure that you are using a good broad spectrum sunscreen right after you moisturize your skin. Let the moisturizer dry down, obviously, then apply a moisturizer, and then you're good to go. Just ensuring that you're protecting your skin from the sun at all costs, of course, and you're good to go. So I hope this video has really helped you understand the breadth of research. I didn't really I think I didn't really go past, what's the saying, go past the iceberg? I think I just tipped the iceberg. I think that was just the tip of the iceberg, maybe. Yeah, I think that's the saying. I think that was just a tip of the iceberg in regard to the research that's available in regard to the AHAs and BHAs, but hopefully it gives you more insight into how they are beneficial for the skin. And hopefully I also communicated appropriately the potential limitations and caveats of this solution. And I just want you to make sure that you are making an informed decision in your purchasing. I don't think this is very expensive, but definitely I want you to understand, you know, all of the directions that you can go with this. But overall, I do find it promising. If you have just normal, calm, relatively calm skin, or even if you have acne prone skin, make sure you're talking to your dermatologist about using this, just in case, because you don't want to be running into any sort of other topical treatments that you're using that may increase the risk of irritancy. So anyway, thank you for joining me for another skincare video. If you like this video, please hit the like button down below. I'd really appreciate it if you would share it with your friends. And again, hit the subscribe button as well. I'd love to have you here for future videos, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.